Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. I want to remind you we're all over social media, Facebook, X, Instagram, and of course our official website, thestephennightshow.com. Rather watch us go on our YouTube channel, Stephen Knight Show. Please subscribe. All right, so Georgia's Fulton County's District Attorney Fani Willis is going viral for her recent appearance from a witness stand. Now, the Shade Room was reported in August of 2023. Willis brought RICO charges against the former President Donald Trump and others for alleged interference in the Georgia's 2020 election. According to ABC Chicago, a judge recently ordered Willis and Nathan Wade, a detective she hired in 2021, to help prosecute the case, to participate in a hearing. The request was made after allegations surfaced that Willis and Wade engaged in unethical romantic relationship amid the proceedings. The outlet adds that Trump and his co-defendants would like the judge to remove Willis from prosecuting the case or drop the group's charges altogether. Willis appeared on a witness stand this past Thursday. The hearing saw Willis behave more as a prosecutor rather than a traditional witness, per the outlet. Defense attorney attempted to probe into receiving flight records of trips Willis and Wade took. However, Willis fiercely fired back. She said, "No, I object to you getting flight records. You've been intrusive into people's personal lives. You're confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal the election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you tried to put me on trial," she asserted. Later that day, Wade also took to the witness stand. According to ABC Chicago, a sworn affidavit previously submitted to the court alleges that Wade and Willis's relationship began in early 2020. Additionally, they allege split expenses for vacation and travel from their own personal funds. However, according to the outlet, a former friend of the district attorney and Fulton County employee, she was someone who was terminated. She refutes it and says that the relationship started in 2019, before Willis hired Wade and to participate in the Trump probe. So pretty much, there's a law in Georgia that although the relationship was what's the word they use? It was unethical. It wasn't illegal. The only way that she could be in trouble or get in trouble for this if they prove that she made money from this relationship and he made money from the relationship, and they have yet to prove that. So the question is, when did the relationship start? They both say it started after she hired him, and it ended before Trump was indicted. But she's an ex-employee, ex-friend. She's saying it started in 2019. But again, they have not been able to prove. And they said, and I was listening to some lawyers talk, they said it's not about what the presumption is, it's what can they prove. And so what she said was she paid him everything in cash. She said that he would pay for trips, but she always gave money back. And she was told, she said that she doesn't let a man control her or pay for her. She said because he had made statements where they would argue in the past, said that the only thing a woman can do for him is make him a sandwich. So she made sure she always get paid back unless she paid for the trip. But she gave them people a run for their money. And the next day she was set to testify and they canceled it. They said they had any more questions for her. And so I would argue with people on TikTok, Trump supporters, all weekend because I just commented on the post and I said they didn't want no more than smoke. And people been commenting. But anyway, so it looks like they don't have anything on them that shows that they did anything illegal. And so did you see the testimony? Did you see clips? GK, what are your thoughts?
So I kind of knew you were going to go here today. And firstly, I want to shout out Letitia James, New York.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And I wore my t-shirt today because it's apparent that women of color, you can argue about it or not, Wonder Woman is an Amazon. She was played by Linda Carter, who's half Mexican, and Gal Gadot, who's from the Middle East. He cannot deal with women of color. He cannot deal. So, with that being said, this Black woman, who happened to be a DA in Fulton County, gave them the sauce when they tried to put her on the stand and dig into her business. When you have a situation of um, impropriety, then you can make moves. They have yet to prove that. And they were going all the way around the mulberry bush, even trying to say that he paid for everything. She reimbursed him with her cash. Well, why do you have so much cash?
Right.
Then we had to even go into the black card to deal with
I love
us
her
as a
dad's answer.
community, and how we deal with our finances. And she said, my father raised me to keep cash in the house. You never know what's going to come up and you need to have cash on hand. Her father came on the stand and
The next
reiterated
day.
what she told them.
Mm-hmm.
Joy Reid covered the same story. She
Yeah.
covered that part about what the dad said. Joy Reid said, where did he lie?
Right.
That's what we do. So, and I'm going to say this and then I'm going to give off it. I think Fani Willis did a great job in defending herself. They have not proved anything at this point. She needs to stay on the case because she's the woman for the job.
Yeah.
And going back and dealing with those people that talk about having cash in your house, when those people used to show up at people's doorstep with those torches and those hoods on their head and that rope, Black people had to abandon their homes. And when they had to abandon their homes, the only thing that they had was the cash that was stuffed in the mattress to know that wherever they were going to go to be safe. Over generations, by heredity, we have adopted that, and that's how we live. Don't play with us.
And her dad testified the next day. He said, listen, I'm not trying to be racist, but it's a Black thing. He said that he remembers taking his family and they had something that cost $10 and he had 2 credit cards on him. I think it was Amex and Visa, and he gave them that and they wouldn't take it. So then he gave them the Visa, they wouldn't take it. He happened to have $10 in his pocket, they took it. So he knew then to always keep cash, and he said that he instilled that into his children. But Brittany, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, as a Black woman from the South, I was taught the same. I was taught to by my grandfather to always keep cash. I mean, just because you never know what will happen. You don't know if you has no electronics. But then also, like, to Chike's point from, the Ku Klux Klan and stuff, but also because my family didn't trust banks. Everything was white owned, like my dad is like the upper white elites. Like, they just didn't trust it. There was a Great Depression. You lost all your money that was in the banks. Like, they were always taught to have cash on hand in case anything fails and the system goes down. You're not stuck because you don't have nothing and everything is plastic. So I was taught the same. Do I always do it? No, they would be so disappointed in me right now.
Right.
But I definitely was taught that. Number 2, I was very impressed by her on the stand. But she is Fani Willis. She's a DA, and she was very eloquent with her words. But please, y'all, everybody is not Fani Willis. So I hope that this does not become a trend where all y'all get on the stage and y'all talk to these people like that. And then
yeah, she is a trained district attorney.
Well, to bring
it will not hit the same, and y'all gonna get y'all ass in contempt, and it's not gonna hit the
right
same.
there, somebody in jail.
So, and to that point, I just want to say, to your point, Brittany, she walked up on the stand with a certain amount of cachet already attached to her. So she was getting respect. Even the judge, when he needed to reprimand her, he had to, brace himself and then deliver the reprimand to her. Look, I'm going to give you one more time, but you can't, he had to brace himself because he had to show respect for who she is.
Yeah, but Joe Blow can't do that. So
no,
when
Joe
y'all
Blow cannot do that.
Parking ticket, I don't want to see y'all on Instagram, the stay room, talking to these people crazy.
Don't try it. Don't do it, please.
And time to your crime. Please don't do that.
Please don't do it.
Fanny can do it. Y'all can't. We
you
regular folks. Okay, thank you. That was my whole thing. I'm like, they putting all this on TV. These people are gonna go into court now and be talking to these people crazy and think we can do that. No, absolutely not.
We ain't Fanny. All right, well, last story. So check this out. Oklahoma. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is not our last story. This is about Beyonce. So we announced last week that Beyonce released 2 country songs during the Super Bowl, and so her new song Texas Hold'em, her fans had asked that this station in Oklahoma played the song on the station. the fan took to social media to show the email or the response. They said, "We don't play Beyonce on KYKC. We're a country music station." So of course the Beehive went in and they berated this station. Well, I saw an interview, and I don't know if it was the owner or whomever. He said, "This is a small station, and we don't even have the song. The record label didn't send us the song. We didn't even know Beyonce had country music. We love Beyonce. We thought someone was asking us to play Beyonce songs on our station, and so they end up playing the song the next day, and they've been playing in rotation. But of course, they got called racist and everything else. But someone I saw someone on the show. They said, I know where this town is in Oklahoma, and it's not too far where I'm from. They probably won't have a clue what's going on in pop culture. So, what do you think now they were able to explain their stance, Chike, and they're not playing the song?
I mean, I guess it's fair game. They're doing what the fans want, right?
Yeah.
This is what this is all about, right? The
Right.
fans made a demand. They're living up to the demand. However, when are we going to stop begging to be accepted in those spaces? If they don't want to
These are
play
the
us, that's their
fans.
right.
This is the Beehive.
Listen, I don't care. If I have something and it's mine, I'm going to do what I want. You're not going to demand me to do anything about it.
Oh, you mean the station?
Stop begging to be accepted in those spaces. Beyonce is going to get her numbers. She will, because she's Beyonce. But why aren't you hitting up the record station, asking them which stations did they send the record to? Because
Right.
that business is of the record company, not of the radio stations. You
Right.
need to learn how the business works before you jump out there and start accusing people of things.
I agree. Brittany, what are your thoughts?
I do think it was a simple mistake. I do think that, the Beehive can be a bit, ride or die. I'm one
A
of
bit.
them. Yeah, okay. We got to give these people time to catch up. Everybody ain't waiting on her music to drop. So I do think it was an honest mistake. I don't think racism had anything to do with it. I think it was a mix of the genres. But I mean, Beyonce ain't gonna get her numbers because the audacity of Taylor Swift to go home with a People's Choice Award for Best Concert.
Best tour concert.
Renaissance did not have everybody in the stores buying silver and gold. It was absolutely insane. And I feel some kind of way about that award show, but I do think it was an honest mistake. But I do think that, they be trying to, steal from a girl. Like, she deserved that win right there.
No, I agree with that. But
the chick our own award show with a little glitz and glamour, so I guess it won't matter.
But I found this out over the weekend. There are a lot of people coming out with country albums. So we talked about Kim's show last week. Monica's coming out with a country album, and she actually can't remember who the artist is, but it's a big country star who executive produced the album. She said it's not going to be an R&B singer singing country music. It's going to be a country girl singing country music. And then Post Malone, he's coming out with a country album.
Listen, can I just shout out Louis York? Louis York has been doing country for a while, and they live in the city of Nashville. Shout out.
Yep. So what do you think? Do you think this is a new trend, or do you think this is artists were doing this anyway? I mean, what are your thoughts?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because country music is not a trend. I'm from Texas.
Right.
What you mean?
Right.
Listen, one of my favorite movies of all time is Urban Cowboy. I've been into the country stuff. I've been riding horses since I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
I've been into the whole country thing for a very long time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, from Texas, when you born, you get you some cowboy boots and a hat by a rites of passage at by 5. Everybody, you have to have your whole little country western gear. My brother puts on his hat and his belt and everything every day. Now that's embarrassing. I'm not that country, but western is a vibe.
All right, well, this is our last story. So imagine winning your dream Powerball lottery only to be denied the prize due to a website glitch. This reportedly happened to John Cheeks, a lottery player who found himself entangled in a $340 million controversy. Now, the Washington, D.C. local is now suing the company for making a mistake despite Cheeks' ticket number matching those of the jackpot. So pretty much he bought the ticket on January 6, 2003. The drawing was on January 7th, the next day. He missed the results. So he went on the website on January 8th to see what the numbers were. And to his surprise, he won. So he celebrated for us. Like he told a friend, called a friend, and the friend said, take a picture of it just to be on the safe side of his ticket, which he did. So on January 10th, he went to collect his winnings, and they told him that he didn't win. That wasn't the number on the winning number on the website was not what was on TV, and that a contractor had made a mistake and put the wrong number on the website. And so naturally, he tried to go around it the right way, another way. He was told the same things. He finally hired an attorney. And the attorney said that there was a similar situation in Iowa where this happened, and they had to pay out. So now they're in litigation trying to see if he'll get his money. So may I ask you, Brittany, do you think he deserves his $340 million?
Absolutely. Let me tell you, if I see I win when I log in, y'all gonna owe me the money I spent. Because I'm gonna go, I already know I'm gonna owe people. I'm going shopping. I'm gonna do a lot of irresponsible things in the beginning.
Before you get the money.
Before I even get my money, it's spent. So I'm gonna need that money back. Like immediately. Like I'm gonna go out. I have a whole list of if I hit the lottery. I'm gonna go do it. Like somebody gotta pay me and them folks.
What do you think about this, Chike? Does he got a case?
Absolutely. So this is not the first case that I've heard about someone having winnings and them not wanting to pay up. So there's another story about a woman who was actually in a casino. She's playing the slot machine, and she actually won. The bell went off, and it was like for a crazy amount of money.
That.
And they came over to look at the machine, and they did not want to pay because they said it was machine error. Do you know that I would move into the casino at that point? I'm not going anywhere until you give me my money. Whatever job I had, I lost. Whatever bills that needed to be paid, not getting paid, because I'm going to be right here until you give me my Skrilla.
Yeah. Okay, like what if I check the website while I'm at work and said fuck these folks and walk out?
Right.
Like now I don't have no job. Like y'all owe me money.
You be saying just joking the next day.
If you really think about it, right? If you really think about it, and all the power is in the sayer's hands, they can dictate whether you win or you lose, and the numbers add up. Give me my money.
Yes, y'all. People be acting crazy when they win. You don't know what folks did and cussed out.
Cussed everybody out.
Yeah. No, y'all gotta stop playing with people.
Well, listen, Brittany, thank you as always for helping us out. And check out seeing movie reviews, and we will be right back after this.